Hi again, folks. In this video, let's take a look at some of the numbers of Peyton Krebs coming up. All right, guys, this one's a little due, maybe. It's not that he's having this outstanding season in numbers or anything like that, but there is some numbers that stand out here and there, you know. But what I can tell you, what I've seen with this kid so far, is just his drive and his determination when he's on the ice. You know, that's what I spot more than anything with Peyton Krebs so far. I like his hustle. I like his fearlessness and his desire to win. These are just things for me that stand out that you can't put them into metrics. You got to see that with your eyes. It's the only way to know, you know. Numbers don't tell you the guy's heart, you know, and drive. This kid has it. He does. He really does. Okay, so let's take a look. I'm just going to show you one clip here. Here we go. And there's his profile. Now, you take a look at the bottom. You see 22 games played, 3 goals, 8 assists for 11 points. And he has he's a minus 10 so far. But if you look on Vegas, nothing happened there. 13 games, he had 1 assist, and he was a minus 5 over there. But in the AHL, he looked very good in Rochester, you know, from what I've seen. I mean, I didn't see all those games. I wish I could have, but I didn't. And I'm just really impressed with this guy, and it's really time to do a video on him. So let me put that down. There's a few things I want to go over in a sec here, and I'm just going to put little, you'll see things below me here with these numbers. Now, I broke down his season so far because I'm trying to, I said, well, you know, there's something I like about this kid, even though the numbers look very average. There's something I really like about him, you know? And it wasn't just his desire to win only. No, there's other things about him that kind of really stood out. And there was one stat in particular I'm going to get to in a sec. So let's break down. I'll just show you again. Okay, the 22 games. I'll put it there now. Okay, the 22 games. He has 9 home and 13 away for the 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points, minus 9, and also minus 10. Sorry, and he also has registered 9 hits. Okay, now let's break down the first 11. Okay, he's in the 22. Let's go the first 11, then the next 11. Here's the first 11. And there you see we were 3-6-2 with him the first 11 games, 4 home games, 7 away. In those 11 games, 3 goals, 2 assists for 5 points, and a minus 7, and 5 hits. Now, let's look at the next 11. Okay. There you see now, we were 4-6-1. Not much of a difference in the record. 5 home, 6 away. He had no goals the last 11. I think it's 12 or 13 now. He hasn't had a goal. No goals, 6 assists for 6 points, and a minus 3, and 4 hits registered. So you look at it and you're like, you know, you expect more. Let's keep in mind, okay, this guy, he just got his first NHL goal not long ago. So let's be patient with him. Let's be patient and let it unfold. I'm going to now show you the record with him in those 22 combined. Okay. So there you see, we're 7-12-3 with him in the lineup. On the road, 4-8-1. At home, 3-4-2. Now, that is not the telltale stat I want to get to, but it goes to show you, and keep in mind, in that 7-12-3, that 6-game losing streak's in there to screw up everybody's statistics, right? And I mean, he even had 2 games with a point in there that we lost, you know? So it's like, up to that point, which I'm going to get to in a sec, something here looked really good. So take a look at this. I'm going to show you now. This is good news, okay? There's 8 games where he got a point this year, okay? Okay, there you see the record of the team when he registers just a point in a game. we're 5-2-1. In any game Krebs gets a point, we're 5-2-1. And that's counting a 6-game losing streak into that 5-2-1. Keep that in mind. Now, I'm going to give you the best news, some of my favorite news. You ready? Here you go. He's in year 1, folks, of his 3-year entry, don't forget. We got this young man locked in for $863,000, not just this year, the next 2 years. So keep that in mind when you're getting frustrated with him, because the first thing I'm going to say to you, how much does he make? That's the first thing I'd say. The first thing I go to. If somebody's making entry level, they're expected to be developing in those years, right? This is what we're expecting from Krebs right now, to develop. We're not expecting a stud right away. We're just not. I mean, it's not realistic. Where do I got him? I got my board on this side now. Long story. I might do another update video of my studio again, just to show you how I shifted some things around. Yeah, he next year will be the 5th youngest guy in the team by this much. And you know, when you think of it, that he's the same age as Cousins, basically. You know, he's about 2 weeks older than Cousins. You know what I mean? So we're not expecting a ton from him yet. And it's crazy to think, we're not expecting a ton from Krebs, but we're expecting a ton from Cousins when Cousins the younger guy. You know? Think about it. These guys are really going to mature together. They're going to be friends together for a long time, I believe, you know? And for me, guys, as long as we continue to develop these guys properly, instill a little mean in them, though. We got to get some mean going in this team, no matter what. You know, so I hope we acquire some in the off season. That's something we need to do to protect these guys too. You know, you don't want these guys having to drop the gloves and break their hand in a fight. We don't want that. You know what? We don't. We want to get these guys protected. We want to have enforcers on this team. So if anybody comes after our young studs, there's a price to pay. No matter what, there's a price to pay. So, you know, you want, and don't think other guys, other idiots out there in the league that like think they can pick on the young guys don't know this. If there's a guy, let's say like a Reeves, if we had Reeves on our team, if we had a guy like that floating around, you know, in our lineup there, you know, that makes a big difference. So we got to protect these guys as for next year. We got to have some more protection. We need to get some cops in our lineup. We do. And when it comes to Krebs, though, and I'll close with this in a second, is the most impressive thing I've seen is, I'll go on it again, is his desire to win. It's so obvious when he's out there, he hates to lose. It's obvious. Watch how angry he gets in games where we're losing, guys. It's the only time his mean streak comes out is when we're losing, you know? Not every guy's like that. Some guys are just, oh, well, you know, like not, I mean, not all our guys, but some can get like that. And they pout or whatever, where he's just on the ice frustrated and he's trying everything to be a better player during those shifts. You could see it. I spot it. I'm pretty good at spotting stuff like that. That I can spot in him right away. And I wasn't looking for it, but I spotted it when I seen it. You know, I was saying, the hell was that? You know, like there was some shifts he's done. That I'm telling you guys, that thing in Toronto where he yelled, it really stood out for me. It really, really stood out for me that. I was like, God. I watched a replay of that about 3-4 times. I said, that was Krebs yelling like that. You could hear him screaming above the crowd. So I'm excited about this kid. I know his numbers don't look phenomenal yet, but guys, calm down. It's early in his career, right? I mean, you know, he's a young man and he's going to just get better and better and better. And I can see why Vegas thought they had something in him. They thought they had something special in him and they were not willing. You might remember months ago in the Jack thing, they didn't want to let him go. They really didn't. But then I think it was a blessing, his start in Vegas, how nothing was happening. He had like 9 games. What was it? 9 games with nothing, an assist. So it's really good he didn't have a good start. If he would have started like 6 goals, 5 assists, we might have never got him in a deal. we wouldn't have got him in a deal. Put it that way. You know how teams think now. You know, what you've done yesterday makes your worth tomorrow, you know, but what you did yesterday also means you're worth nothing tomorrow. It's just the way the league is now. So that's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great one. I'll see you probably sometime in the morning. I'm home tomorrow morning, so I'm going to try and pop in tomorrow morning and get some videos done. See you then.